Hey guys, Kyle the Death Knight of Anime here, bringing you my review for One Piece chapter 911. And this is a late night review. I wasn't even. I was actually gonna do this review. Pretty much tomorrow, and along with My Hero Academia. But I decided, you know what, I'm gonna churn this one out anyway. But yeah, like actually, we I pretty much actually I think this chapter might be a little early because, or at least for me, for pretty much normally when it comes to the One Piece and My Hero Academia updates, they usually happen. Usually happen on actually pretty much on it would be on a late night on Thursday, like not a late night on Wednesday, like or whatever you want to call the midnight, whatever you want to call midnight, I guess. But yeah, but it's I guess it's early. What can you do, right? But so yeah, pretty much the start of the chapter shows that Luffy got separated from the others, and immediately upon that, got into a bit of a tussle with a couple of Kaido's men. And when that happened, it pretty much clicked in me immediately what this means. What pretty much Luffy basically going toe to toe and knocking out a couple of Kaido's men means for the story. If the goal here on Wano was to do things covertly, then Luffy has already pretty much blown everyone's cover. That is, of course, assuming that is, of course, under the impression that Zoro hasn't done that already, which with what happened a couple chapters ago. And strangely enough, I really don't mind because honestly, this chapter felt really fast. Like it felt like events were just kind of were going fast, and if this is the pacing that we can expect for at least a good chunk of this arc, then I'm okay with it, as long as we don't lose anything story wise. But yeah, just the overall pace of this chapter, like it felt really fast, and it felt like things were just going. But but going back to the Luffy thing, like of course we pretty much expected that the Luffy would probably do something in order to screw things up, but honestly, I never expected it to happen this fast. Like I expected it at least another chapter, and him meeting up with everyone before he basically pretty much, and him meeting up with everyone even before he ends up screwing the pooch. But yeah, here it just kind of it happened already. So I guess in that respect, I actually got to be thankful that it happened so fast, I guess. But yeah, Luffy, you pretty much just screwed everyone over again, assuming Zoro hasn't already done that. But yeah. Now, having said that, but by the end of the chapter, and of course with everything that happens with Luffy facing Kaido's men and whatnot, with the whole reveal of Hawkins being on the island, the whole thing of Hawkins being on that has me a bit in a quandary, because on one hand, this could be the exact same setup that we pretty much got with Beige on Whole Cake Island, with basically Hawkins pretty much teaming up with Luffy and Law in order to take down Kaido. But on the other hand, I'm a little more inclined to believe that Hawkins is generally on Kaido's side and is going to be an enemy of the Straw Hats through all, if not majority, of this arc. Especially considering that Hawkins' alliance with Kid and Apu was basically decimated pretty quickly. After meeting Kaido, and in general, like it's one of those things where it's one of those things where and the reason why I'm going down, why I'm believing in more the latter route than the obvious route of Hawkins teaming up with Luffy is that, like, honestly, I know that Oda is we've definitely known Oda as being that mangaka that loves to throw us for a loop. So if he does make Hawkins out as an enemy, I honestly wouldn't be surprised in the least. In fact, I would be even more surprised if it if he decided to go down the route of Hawkins actually teaming up with Luffy. I think that, believe it or not, that would actually be the one thing that actually surprises me more. I know it's hard to believe, but with a situation like this, and knowing what we know of what happened with in terms of Hawkins' first encounter with Kaido, like it doesn't it would definitely make more sense for in order for him to just kind of in order for him to just kind of be in order for him to just kind of in order for him to just kind of bow down. Like if actually the more I think about it, I also remember that X Drake is basically also is pretty much also is pretty much, if we remember, X Drake is also a member of a member of Kaido's crew as well now. Like he's an allied member of Kaido. So if anything, but definitely between Hawkins and Drake, if I did have to choose, I could definitely see Drake being I could definitely see I could definitely see pretty much Drake being more the particular character who sides with Luffy rather than Hawkins. Like yeah, it just clicked in me just now that I remembered. Oh yeah, Drake is also allied with Kaido. So yeah, I think I think Drake is probably also gonna play a part in this arc as well, and he's in if there is anyone that actually allies with the Straw Hats and Law's crew and the Heart Pirates Law's crew, then yeah, I can definitely see it being Drake of all people. I'm having trouble pretty much accepting that it's gonna be Hawkins though. Like I can see him probably throwing us for. I can see Oda definitely more making Hawkins an enemy than an ally in this case. So we also get introduced to a new character, a girl named Tama, and while I can't say I'm the biggest fan of her right now, I am curious. I'm curious about a lot of things with her. Of what her as a character is going to bring to this bring to this arc, because I am right off the bat. I am curious as to what her relation to pretty much the to pretty much to pretty much to pretty much the pretty much, oh well, we pretty much learned in this chapter that she's actually that if what Kaido's thug said is true, that then she's an attendant of the Kozuki clan, which means she probably has a connection to pretty much to pretty much Momonosuke. So yeah, I think Tama has a connection to pretty much pretty much Momo, but I'm wondering what that is, and I'm hoping it gets revealed pretty soon. Um, of course, the whole reveal of her being an attendant of the Kozuki clan is nothing compared to the reveal we got, which is that she apparently knows Ace. Porcus the Ace, Luffy's brother, which, putting aside the fact that I'm sure it's going to be heartbreaking for her to hear he's dead, I really like how this is, I really like how this particular reveal is setting up a lot more history of who Ace was, and just how much of an impact on the positive scale he had on the world. Although and yeah, it is actually funny, but in a way, it is actually in a way funny. But we actually had to wait in order for Ace to die in order to get all this possible backstory on him. But it is kind of, I am fine with us pretty much getting all this stuff now rather than later. So like yeah, with this stuff. So yeah, with this setup, we definitely know that she has a connection to Ace. Although, with Thomas Master mentioning they would they would basically come back and would basically come back to her. It's pretty obvious Whitebeard is also a part of the story as well. unless maybe Thomas Master is talking about the Spade Pirates, but that might be a little wishful thinking. I think we're talking more Ace and Black, more Ace and Whitebeard, pretty much being the ones who ended up making that promise. And yeah, like like honestly, there's already a lot of hype behind Wano, but just the fact that we're gonna get some backstory on Ace here now is just a-okay in my book. Um, yeah, but also one thing I do gotta give it credit for is that her introduction also helps in getting in basically Tama's introduction helps in getting a feel of what living in Wano under Kaido's rule is like, especially with the reveal that Kaido has created factories that are contaminating the land, particularly the drinking water, which that in itself with the whole factories thing, it really it makes me wonder what the hell kind of factories Kaido is running on this island, because especially since from what we know, pretty much Caesar Clown is no longer around to manufacture smiles. So what the hell is he even creating with these factories? Did has he got scientists who actually managed to duplicate the process of creating smiles, or what's going on here? Like if yeah if as weird as it is, I really want to know what the hell Kaido is making, and what kind of factories he's running on this island exactly. I'm sure it is going to be revealed, but I definitely want to know as soon as possible, especially considering, again, from what we know, he really can't produce smiles if he doesn't have Caesar Clown. So unless Caesar Clown is going to make another appearance again, but who knows. But yeah, guys, that's my review. If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Death Knight of me, signing off. Later, guys.